Hey guys, I'm just going to do a really quick video going through that test review on Blackboard. Make sure you do that before you take the test. And I'm not going to give you the answers on this, but I'm just going to get you started just in case you're having some trouble. And you do get 2 attempts, so make sure you take advantage of that. Alright, so coterminal angles. Anytime you see that, you either want to add or subtract 360. If you are in degrees, make sure you give your answer in degrees. If you're in radians, give your answer in radians. So if I'm at -2, I just need to add 360. If that answer doesn't get you one of the choices that's here, or it doesn't get, line between that boundary, you just need to keep adding 360. Or if it's positive, you might have to keep subtracting 360 until you get something that lies in between. Okay, so another question is about arc length. Your formula for arc length is pi times diameter times the degrees that you want out of 360. The key thing with this is, I think a lot of you will make the mistake where 115 is this part. You want to find the arc length of the bold part, the part that's in red. So you need to figure out how many degrees that is. Once you plug in the formula, you should be fine. Okay, so another question is proving that, this can kind of go 2 ways, so proving that a point is on the unit circle, or I give you part of the coordinate and you have to find out the rest. So I'll talk about all of that with this question. One thing you can do is, if my x-coordinate is -2/7, I can create a right triangle with that, because start thinking of cosine as x as cosine and vice versa. So cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, and I can create a right triangle using that, then do Pythagorean theorem to find the other point. The other thing you could do is you could go through each of these choices and do x squared plus y squared and see if it equals 1. Both are good things to do because you'll have to do those on your test. Okay, these kinds of questions, you're going to want to use the unit circle. And remember, sine is y, cosine's x. I know they're reciprocal functions, so cosecant is 1/y and secant is 1/x. Also, cotangent is x/y, tangent's y/x. So some things that might be helpful within this section is to know how to find coterminal angles, know how to evaluate where 13/3 pi actually is on the unit circle, because it's not really there. So one thing you can do is you can just keep subtracting 2 pi until you get something that is on the unit circle. The other thing you do is remember those counting patterns that we looked at. So pull up a unit circle here. So within the unit circle, there are all these different patterns. And when you're going from something that's over a 6, it goes add 4, add 2, add 4, add 2. Okay, you don't need to memorize that. You can see that from looking at the numerators. Within your 45s, you're just adding 2 every time, and within your pi/3s, you're adding 1, 2, 1, 2. So you can do that, or you can just do the math and subtract the 2 pi. And that's really the bulk of what's on your test, so you're going to see a lot of those in this little review. Converting degrees to radians and radians to degrees. Remember, 1 radian is 180/pi. And if I'm going from radians to degrees, I want the pi's to cancel out, so pi should be on the bottom. If I'm going from radians to degrees, I want degrees to be on top. Alright, so here are some of these kind of questions where you just understand the concept of what a radian is. So we did that activity with the yarn where you wrap it around the circle. If you take your radius and wrap it once, that's 1 radian. So if I take my radius and wrap it, it's not quite 2 times, you can figure out how many radians that is. So all you'd have to do is take the arc length and divide by the radius. This is in degrees, okay? But once you know how many radians it is, you can convert that. Just we know that 1 radian is 180 over pi, or 57.3 degrees. So these are just more of those questions where you're evaluating on the unit circle. I won't talk about that anymore. Just know that tangent's y over x. Practice using the unit circle. Make sure you have the unit circle memorized. Same with this question. Reference number is the shortest distance from the x-axis. Now, reference number, reference angle, it's all the same thing. So if I'm on the unit circle, okay, if I'm at 2 pi over 3, how far is that from the x-axis? That's pi over 3 distance. If I'm at negative pi over 3, well, technically that's at 5 pi over 3, but the distance is still the same. So really you can just kind of ignore the number and focus on the denominator. And this should really be kind of like a, there's some questions on this test where I'm trying to throw you some freebie points. So if you know like all the basic stuff, coterminal, how to convert, reference angles, nothing is really hard. You just have to know how to use the unit circle. And if all else fails and you don't get those counting patterns and you struggle with fractions, you can always convert to degrees and then back to radians if I'm wanting the answer in radians. Okay, this is another one of those questions where you're just understanding the concept of what a radian is. And so if I took my radius and I wrapped it 3 times, how long would that radius have been? Coterminal angles, it's a pretty big number, so you're going to have to subtract 360, maybe 2, 3, maybe even more times to get something that's in between 0 and 360. Even though we're used to seeing radians as something pi over something, it doesn't have to look like that. So make sure you know how to convert radians to degrees, especially if I'm giving you an area of a sector area of a sector problem, and our formula is in degrees. So if I tell you the angle in radians, you need to convert that first. And I'm mentioning that because that is a question on your test. Yeah, the same kind of stuff we were talking about, unit circle, finding where 9 pi over 4 is. Pull up my unit circle again here. So, the pi over 4s count by 2s, so add 2, you're at 9 pi over 4. And like I said, if the counting patterns don't make sense, that's fine. You just need to figure out one way that makes sense. You don't have to understand all the different ways. Okay, close to the end of this review. Coterminal angles, you're just adding and subtracting 360. I hope that those are freebie questions for you. And lastly, area of a sector. This is what I was talking about. If this is 0.4 radians, convert that to degrees first. So you're going to take 0.4 times by 180 over pi. Get that angle, and your area of a sector formula is pi r squared times degrees out of 360. So you need to have those formulas memorized and just know how to use the unit circle, okay? And I'll see you guys soon. So good luck and study, do some quizzes, do a Quizlet, do some practice problems, okay?